Toem is an adventure game all about being kind and using the power of photography to help those around you. But behind what some would call a childish game lies an indie masterpiece filled with so much heart and personality. So much, in fact, it could honestly put most soulless AAA titles to shame. So, in my title, I made the statement of comparing this game to Pokemon Snap and Paper Mario. To start with Snap, this game is all about capturing photos of animals, objects, scenery, and even people. But while in Snap, you're trying to use these photos for points and complete an album, in Toem, you're not only filling an album, but you're using these photos to either shape the world around you or help others with their day-to-day life. And as for the Paper Mario comparison, besides the aesthetic having similarities from the world layout of games like The Thousand Year Door, the game is filled with a colorful cast of characters that helps make this world feel alive. No two characters are even remotely the same, and like a good Paper Mario, the characters vary greatly. But what is this game about? Well, to put it simply, your character sets out on a journey to ascend a mountain to witness something called the Toem. The character's Nana has also been on the same exact journey years ago and captured it in a photo. She gives the character a camera to photograph their adventure, and then you're off. As you travel from location to location, you'll meet people who either need help or just want to challenge you with a task. And you can't move to the next location until you do a certain amount of them. Helping people is your progression in this game, and with each person you help, you get a stamp. It sounds very basic, but the game is honestly really fun. Exploring this world that's given to you and navigating through it is an experience that's really hard to explain. There's just always something to find if you're willing to look for it. A hidden animal to help complete your glossary. A hidden item you can only obtain by doing a very specific task. There's even secrets you can only find by aiming your camera a very specific direction. There's this moment in the game where you're just given the task to make someone go for a swim. And on my first playthrough, it was almost impossible to figure out what that meant. No joke, most of my time in this area was trying different things to complete this task. Until I saw this character standing over an edge and... Each location is filled with so much to do and find. Beating it 100% without a guide is extremely satisfying and challenging because some of these tasks actually require you to think and be creative. And with how much fun I was having, I tried my best to do every task before moving on. Not because I had to, but because I wanted to. As for its aesthetic, obviously you could say it pulled inspiration from games like Paper Mario. But besides that, the aesthetic is one of this game's strongest selling points. The black and white, almost crafting material-like world just has so much depth and life. Which makes sense because when researching, the creators of the game actually based the look off of children's pop-up books. Even though it lacks color, every area is completely unique and feels alive. From the sprawling, pristine forests of Oaklaville to the grimy concrete jungle that is Logic City, and more. Each location offers something different from the last, and for the style that this game is going for, it works well. The final climb to see the Toem is one of my favorite gaming moments of the year, and it's all because of the build-up that goes to it. I would show it in the video, but I think this is something you should experience for yourself if you're interested. If I had to pick one thing about this game that I didn't like, it's the length. This game is super short, and I can't even be mad at the developers. The game was in its initial concepts back in 2018 and went through 4 revisions to get it where it is now. The company even struggled financially at the start of the pandemic. So while this game can be beaten in a couple hours, the short time you spend playing it feels like a lot. Which leads into one of the upsides. This game was actually received so well that they added a free DLC, which not only continued the story, but was just a nice send-off to the world of Toem, adding an extra 2 hours to the game's total runtime. If Toem sounds like a game that'll interest you, please give it a shot. It was recently free for PlayStation Plus subscribers, and it's constantly going on sale through Steam and other digital stores. It's a nice little hidden gem of an indie game that really has me looking forward to the inevitable sequel. Toem is a fantastic game, and if I could play it again for the first time, I would. The replayability is not all there, but that's okay. My experience with it was one of a kind, and as someone who enjoys quirky little indie games like this are hard to find. If this video got you interested in Toem, please make sure to subscribe. I want to do more quick looks of games like this and would love your feedback down in the comments. I should be going back to a more consistent schedule from now on, so enjoy the rest of the day and take care.